friends, in today's video, we will see how to fill this IMM0211e, that is letter of support. And when you're applying for the startup visa program, this is one document which is very important document, because here this document is your letter of support provided to you by designate entity. We will see what the designate entity is. I'll just give you an overview, and it also contains summary of detail that were provided to Department of Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada by the entity supporting your business proposal. So if you are a startup and you're looking to come and set your foot in Canada, there are few basic requirements. Not everyone can come in. So what that requirement is, basically you have to be innovative, you can create jobs for Canadians, which is very important, and then also compete on global scale. So if you have a business idea, here is the process through which you can start your visa application, and then once the application is in process for the permanent residency, you can apply for work permit while you're waiting by clicking here, and then you also get to see the designated organization coming and trying to support the business. So if you are the business or the designated organization which would like to invite someone to come and do business in Canada, this is the place where this happens, to become a designated organization, or you find startup to support. Okay, so I'll not be going in much detail into this. I'll tell you the list of designated organization for the startup visa. So you have venture capital fund, angel investor groups, and then the business incubator. Now, even here, let me come down. So for the priority application, who are getting priority right now? Venture capital fund, angel investor groups, business incubator with committed capital, and organization in Canada's tech network label. So they are right now getting the priority process. You see this? Okay. And when it comes to designated organization, come here and you see priority processing. So this is the list of groups where you have to agree to invest a minimum of $200,000. This is Canadian dollar. So this is the entire list. Okay. And then if it comes to angel investor, which is in priority processing, you must get one or more investors connected to this group to agree to invest a minimum of $75,000. So this is the okay. And then business incubator, you must be accepted into one of these programs. So you see the list here, and you also get to see which is the priority processing in this. So you can look at this. Okay. So as we now, I'll not be going into detail of the startup visa application in this. The idea is to show how this letter of support is filled and why. Okay. So this letter of support has to be completed along with the application for permanent residence, which is submitted online. And if it is getting mailed, then this letter of submitted support must be submitted to centralized intake office in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Okay. And here there's a link which refers to the startup business application guide. And this document is your letter of support provided to you by a designated entity. So I showed you the list of designated entity. So if any one of the designated entity wants to do a handshake and they find, that you are meeting the requirement of being innovative, you can create jobs and you can compete on a global scale, then the designated entity gives you their details. And that is the detail what gets filled here. The designated entity's name, their commitment certificate number, when the date of issue is, and when the expiry is. So this gets filled, and then comes the applicant's information. That is the family name that comes first, the given name comes next, and then date of birth, country or territory of birth, and the mailing address. Then is the person listed in the commitment certificate? You have to check the box. Okay. And if yes, provide the urgent reason for the applicant to obtain a work permit before the permanent residence is over. So that is where the explanation would come, that, even when the process of permanent residency is happening, why is that person needed to come and set up much in advance, even before getting the permanent residence. So once we come down here, so here the team member information is given, which is the family name and given name, date of birth, and whether they are essential or not. Okay. So sometimes you want some of the team members to be prioritized to come and be there on the ground versus someone who can come. They are important, but not urgent. Okay. So that is what you're doing in this application. So you make the commitment here. And once this form is filled, you send this along with the other doc. So this is a very simple form. Not much of explanation is needed, but sometimes just to get to know what this form is helps the entrepreneurs. And this is something you can actually do on your own. Very simple form this is, and this is no rocket science. That is what I wanted to show to you. Friends, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel where I have made various content on business in Canada, and also check out the website canadatriedandtested.com where I have organized links based on your interest, be it business, be it citizenship, and all these contents are free of cost. So do take time to check this out. Thank you guys.